Hello, welcome. Today I'm starting a new world, and this is going to be one of a sort of different style. So this is Leaf's Flying Fortress by Godzilla, who made Adventurer, in which Leaf takes the skies, hard and complex, version 1.0. Yeah, so this is a 3-room world, and apparently it's going to be pretty hard. Okay, so take me to the sky. Somehow my eyes fell on this and I thought there was a sign to read, but no, that's not a sign. I can't walk all the way down here. Okay, so not that many things in this room, but there's complex stacking, there are waypoints, and clearly my goal is to get here. So that's a one-way downward ladder. Right, I can't actually look down the map because I haven't been down there. Oh, interesting. If I've never been to a floor... Oh, this is a slight flaw in my map system, isn't it? Because there's a ladder here, I know there's a room below, but the floor isn't revealed when there are only question marks there. So I can't actually look at where I know there is a floor below, thereby not allowing me to use that facility for seeing where I have untraveled ladders. I should change that. I always give myself so much work to do when I play this, but yeah, it just comes to the territory. Alright, needs to do the obvious. I got 2 statues and balls, and yeah, we're kind of going to space again, except not quite as far out. So I need to engineer something that's going to traverse a large amount of space using flying snakes and statues to somehow, like, make a self-propelled flying machine. That's a tall order. And with... So yeah, just conceptualizing that, there's no room to the east, by the way. This is almost certainly not going to be something I get done in one day. So I have this many blocks, not a huge number. This toggles... that... So I found a hello statue. Let's not have that happen. Alright, so I have... waypoints I can use to hop onto things. This one... so presumably at some point I'm doing this. Not now. But at some point I'm hopping onto a flying snake who is there, and that will start the engine of something somehow. So, obvious issue, very first thing I think of is that... okay, so I'm gonna need a, just build a little platform here for a moment. Hello, Snakey, you're gonna be my friend. Whether you want to be or not, it's gonna happen. I've summoned your other friend, and that's not what I want. Oh, there's another one of those, by the way. Okay, so that makes it real easy to trap one of you and put something on your head. Alright, so... you, my not-so-willing friend, are going to... help me out here. No, not like that. No, not like that. Oops. This is actually fine here if I do it this way. Okay. So once I go here, problem is you have no motivation to move. There are a few other problems too. So yeah, it feels like my problem number 1 is how do I motivate a flying snake to move while I'm up here alongside it? If I only have 2... oh no. Is this... am I setting up some sort of like multi-push block conveyor belt or something? I'm starting to get something. So that's problem number 1. Number 2... okay, I'm gonna do this, this, and then that. Problem number 2, or probably problem number 17, is going to be that once I get over here, I see how this resolves. Here's a thing I can stand on. So, right, there was the confounding issue of once I'm up here, if I go anywhere, I'm immediately dead, because the snake pounces on me as soon as I jump down. However, if I'm jumping down to this spot, I think that works. Yeah, then I can attack to the west, yes, through the crack between the thing I'm standing on and the push block. I will be able to make a kill. So, okay, cool. Alright, so then problem number 2, then. No, back to problem number 1. How do I motivate the flying snake to move while I'm up here? Move order. Statue A is 8. Flying snake A is 10. Flying snake B is 11. Statue B is 9. So both statues move before both flying snakes. A thing a statue can do is push blocks. A thing a multi-push block can do is push blocks. So what I'm picturing now... Yeah, flying snakes go after statues. Actually, no, I can break this down, it's not so bad, right? So what I need... Let me see if I can set this down in Mark's mode. This might be tricky to do, but I'll try it. Why do I have a cursor there? Oh, because that's the tile that's highlighted, of course. So let's just set down a little, maybe it'd be easier to do this in the editor, but here's where I'm doing it. So, hello, this is a statue. This statue is standing on top of a multi-push block. Which color's closer? It's kind of in between, that's close enough. That multi-push block is on top of a flying snake. Now, let's see here. How plausible... I have like a brown color. Alright, orange is brown, it's just light brown. So this is Leaf. This statue is angry. Alright, and y-axis here is elevation. Statues move before flying snakes. Why do I have 2 statues? So theory is, what happens in a tick of motion here is that the statue goes first, and here's what happens. It goes there, pushing the multi-push block, moving the orange moon, which is a ferret, over there. Then... Oh, this isn't gonna work. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen when I try this approach. Let's assume this snake moves before that one. This flying snake will move over here, carrying this multi-push block with it, which is gonna want to carry that statue who is now here. Problem is that's gonna chimera it and merge with this block. Okay. Well, maybe I can deal with that. So then you move forward and... yeah, my issue here... Okay, can I set up that much and at least try and see if my theory is correct? So, back to this reference. Statue angry. Multi-push block, feeling neutral. The idea was going to be, the statue pushes me over there, which offsets my position, leaves me in hang time for long enough for a flying snake to swoop in and save me. Maybe this is why I have 2 statues, it might be more complicated than that little push operation. And then this one swoops in and holds the statue. Yeah, the main issue I'm seeing with that is the fact that once the statue goes over here, it gets carried by this snake's multi-push block. So, if this were statue rubble... Now hold up. Whoa, not what I want. If this were statue rubble, merged with a multi-push block, that's what I'm going to make that look like. Then, you bump without moving. This turns into statue rubble on its own. This is the multi-push block. Here's the ferret. Yeah, that looks like it works. Then you move over, carrying all of those things, chimeraing with this. That's a verb now. Then this moves over, carrying the statue, and it looks repeatable. Okay. I don't currently see a problem with that. So this is my reference point. If somehow I have immediately keyed into the way to do this, maybe this could happen today. This required quite a lot of understanding. However, I have built that over the course of playing previous levels. And given the overall format of this, it would not surprise me at all if the block merging behavior is required. It also wouldn't surprise me if there was a way to do it without it. Also, another thing that wouldn't surprise me is if I have misevaluated this and this is not what the behavior is going to be. Okay, so the next question is, can I make stacks of those types? And I'm gonna have a little bit of trouble, but this does explain every element. I use statue, statue's rubble, snake, snake. These multi-push blocks, 2 of these are a little bit wasted. Maybe that's okay. Alright, so the easiest thing to do first is statue... Okay, I'm gonna need you with a... Here's what I'm gonna do. So you wake up, come on down here. Get trapped. You toggle. Get a multi-push on your hit. Oh, next step is a little harder. Next step's a lot harder, actually. So much so, I'm going to do this differently. Alright, so first you come over here. Before I make you angry, in fact I probably never will, I'm going to put this here. And put it on your head. Then, I want to bop this again, and without you seeing me for too long, you'll get slightly angry here. There we go, okay. So that little crunchy sandwich is what I'm going to be standing on. However, it will be on top of a flying snake. Now is when I have unruly monsters that I want to do things with. It'd be pretty hard to put a snake back into one of these cages. Alright, the crunchy sandwich goes on top of one snake. And I go on top of that. First, let's just try and break this down into one element at a time. Just to make sure I'm not missing something about this situation. To be sure that I can, in fact, make this happen. Yes, I'm at top of the crunchy sandwich, everything is stable. Okay. So, that's cool. I also need... Well, okay, I can just put this whole package on top of a flying snake. My primary query here is... How do I anger this statue without pulling it off of the thing? And I think this window might just be part of the key to that. Okay, yeah, I think I get it. So let's put this on one snake. I'd like to stash you somewhere. The closest thing to stashing I can do, I think, is... Whoa, I messed this up. Well, I mean, there's a lot I can do in this area. I can put you over there. Pull this out, try to separate them the way that I want. Move order was friendly toward that. Good, very friendly. Cool. Okay, so you're into cage. You can just kind of run around and be... try to stay out of my way. It'd be nice. I suppose here's what I can do. No, that's not... Okay, whatever. I'll just try my best to ignore you. Yeah, if you're right on me, I still maintain most of my freedom of movement. Is this going on that snake? Yeah. So, those are my packages. You're gonna have to get angry. Yes, that's okay. Now is not the time. You'll have to get angry later. Now, I'm gonna need... Let's do it this way. Ooh, that's a bad way. Let's do it... this way? That's workable. Ah! Okay, this'll help. Okay, now I need to order these things. They're actually ordered kinda pretty well right now already. However... I'm gonna have to reorder a bit. That's okay. Because yeah, that's really close to what I want. If that statue were angry... If that statue were angry, I think everything would be ready, wouldn't it? Now... Okay, so my idea here... Let's just get these two a little distance away. That was no distance at all, actually. Alright, fine. I'll get them close to me instead. Alright, buddies. That's actually not really okay. This could be... As long as I make wide turns. Okay, so I'm gonna put this right here. Yeah, I have some extra blocks. Okay, so now I wish to return you to where you came from. Wide turns. Okay, so the reason I did that... Oh, I need another one also. Okay, well, fine. Sure. Okay, you're in the wrong order, kinda. It's okay. Probably. I'll pretend. No, what am I doing? There we go. That fixed things. Okay. So, things look like that. You both come over here in a better turn order. Actually, it doesn't matter. I go up here. And things aren't quite right. So what I was hoping was to have these sort of the other way around. I would walk over here and the angry statue would push this off. Well, push one of those off. Perhaps I was supposed to crunch some more blocks together there, except that would require something I don't know how to do. Yeah, so like, this is right except for the lack of statue anger. Pretty sure that window's for angering a statue. Okay, I think I have... No, that's not gonna work. need, like, to be able to go one more to the east right now. Perhaps a more sensible way to do this. I have one. Yes, I have a much more sensible way. Okay. I'm gonna bring this over here. And put it... well, try to put it there. Everybody up here. So now I can waypoint there. Yeah, but I'm already doing that anyway. Okay, let's leave that right there, actually. That's better. Did I choose the right move order for these? It just so happens that I did. Okay. Alright, so now I put this on here, and how do you think you're going to waypoint? Alright, well, you know what? Let's first pretend. Let's break this down into smaller components here. Okay, no, that's... no, none of this is quite how I want it. Okay, so I've encountered problem number 3 or so. That statue just is not getting angry. Did I instead want to put it on a 3-tall platform to the west of the flying snake so it would get mad, then hop up here when I'm standing there? That's probably what I wanted. Okay. So, if that was my goal, I would do it first. Yeah, you know what? I want to go back to when I made the crunchy sandwich. So right before I released any flying snake. Okay, cool. Yeah, there are 2 multi-push blocks I'm just not using, plus the one you're standing on, which I suppose counts, except I need... okay, I need one of those on a flying snake. I'm going to have to sacrifice one of my regular push blocks, though, which is a little concerning. Maybe I can do that last? I think I can do that last, because what I need mainly here is just this. Okay. Yeah, so just stash you away. At some point I will put you on top of this, push you to that spot after I have my snake carriers assembled, and then everything will be good. Alright, so snake carriers assemble. Oops. You're the sandwich one. And you're gonna be the other one. Ouch! Right, and once again, the move order is correct. I do need to mind that, because the other way around would not have worked. Okay, so other carrier. I think I have the turning radius for this. Almost. There we go. Alright, you're assembled. Let's go over this way a bit, or maybe if you follow me right. I remember this part of the process. That's the way it works. Okay, cool. So now, let's do this while those are chasing me, actually. Because the chase is going to happen at some point, regardless of what I do. Oh boy. That's fine, it's not. Alright, well in that case, let's put them away. You will go all the way up here. And get into place. Alright, let's put them away again. That's not as away as I would prefer. maybe this can be? Yes, it can. Okay. So then you need to make your way to a particular spot. Right there. Okay. This one is going to hook on down there. The other one is going to hook on in a similar spot. Now, things aren't quite right yet, but I think I can just do some of this and fix all my problems. Okay, so theoretically, that is my flying machine, right? Gonna hop up here. Yo, it works. Just as I thought. Alright. Now, question is, alright, so I have to kill the engines right here. Go there. And cleanup worked perfectly. Yes! Okay, that was cool. Alright. Wow, that was neat. Calm before the storm. And then, we're getting like just a little bit of adventure here. Like, look at this beautiful artwork. Oh no, there's more. Okay, that was just the intro. Okay. I was kind of figuring that was gonna be like a one and done deal. Yeah, here's the end. Okay. So I did the tutorial. Right, that's the shot of the ladder I came down. If I wanted to go back, I could. Okay. It's gonna be a lot more to this one. So see you next time to start picking apart whatever the heck is going on here.